Hi everyone. I thought in today's video that I would have a look at what's exactly going through my head when I come across a tactic. Um, yeah, so like tactics and also strategy are basically the bread and butter in chess, and to get better at them, you just need to do lots of practice. But I mean, there's probably ways in which you can get better at actually calculating and your thought process when you see a position. So I'm gonna have a go at speaking out loud what I think when I see the position, and hopefully that will help your chess. I'm currently on this website called Lichess, lichess.org, and you can have unlimited tactics. So that's a really good way of just practicing and improving, and you'll get a rating for that. So um, the tactics will be adjusted to your level as you get better or worse. So anyway, I'll just give it a go and try and speak out loud what I'm thinking. Okay, so it's white to move. Let's just see if let's is that does that cover the whole? Just trying to get the board in. Okay, so white to move. I first have a quick look at the material. So we are a pawn. He's got a bishop for my pawn, so swapping off isn't going to help. I also noticed that this bishop is pinned, so like queen check ideas, but the rook can always go down and block. I also have a quick look for hanging pieces, but I don't think that's the key to this tactic. I'm also noticing that this rook is pinned as well, so if I take on here, this rook can't recapture. So maybe rook takes bishop, rook takes... and then the queen is hanging, so I think that's it. So rook takes... Oh no, puzzle failed. Oh dear. I thought rook takes, and then after this rook takes, I go queen down check. And I just thought that rook would block, in which I take the queen here. But that probably doesn't work, because I mean, he's got this rook, and then he has two rooks for a queen, or even... He doesn't even have to block here, he can just move his king. So let's actually have a look at the answer. Okay, so the answer is queen down check, the rook has to block, and now we take, and the queen's on pre. So I had the right idea, and that's often the case, like you come up with the right idea, but it's just a move order. So I'll do a few more of these. Okay, so a quick count of the material. So we're down a pawn, but my pieces are very active around his king. I also notice the queen is hanging. When I say hanging or on pre, I mean it's unguarded. This square is accessible for my queen. If I go queen here, king has only got one move. Then the pawn, like the knight check can work because the pawn can't recapture because of the pin. But does that lead to anything? Aha, I think it does. So queen check, and after king here, knight check, forcing the king here, and then queen mate. So I think you've got to try and, when you've got pieces around your opponent's king, try and find forcing moves, because then that cuts down on the number of variations you have to calculate. So always look at the forcing lines first. Okay, so with that move, what does it do? It hits my queen. Material is even, so basically I probably have to move my queen or give a check or attack his queen. How is his knight trapped? No, it can get out. Does he have any hanging pieces? Do I want to take this rook first? No. Okay, so I'm not that good with tactics, if I'm honest, but so what am I thinking? I'm thinking, where can this queen move? But I'm also looking if there's any cheeky checks, but I don't think there are. I can't see a tactic though. I mean, that's the other thing. In a real game, you may not know that a tactic is there, but getting used to these different tactical positions will make it more likely that you actually see it in the real game. But honestly, I really can't see this one. This is annoying. I've also got 2 tests on Monday and some homework, but never mind. Let's concentrate on chess. I have no idea. Okay, let's just play this. Puzzle failed. Okay, so let's see what the right answer is. Oh my god. Sacking the queen takes. I think that's checkmate. Yep, so rook takes a checkmate. So if we go back, how can I see that next time? So basically I've got to notice that the knight and pieces are restricting the king's movement. So and the pieces on pre. So basically here he can come here, but then he gets mated by rook check. If he goes here, then where's the mate? Rook takes down here, so he's forced to defend this rook, in which the knight check at least wins the queen back, but that's quite hard to see. But yeah, okay, so I'm learning as well. Aha, so as soon as I move this knight, it gives black a check. Just got to see where to move the knight. I'm not too concerned that I lost the rook. So I'm looking for a checkmate here. If I go knight check here, king is forced to go to e7. And the knight is guarded on the square, and then queen f7 check. Black is forced to go here. And where do I go from there? Pawn check forces king here, and then bishop mate, so that's the answer. Queen check, pawn here, and very nicely checkmate. Okay. Okay, so basically my initial instinct was just to sack the queen and then knight check, and that actually works. So, oh what? No. Oh dear. I thought queen takes, rook takes, knight check, forces the king in the corner, and then rook down check, forces queen here, and then rook takes I thought was mate, but maybe the king can escape. But I mean, surely that's winning for me. I don't. So knight check first, and you win the queen. Okay, that's frustrating. The only problem I have with these live chess tactics is that there's no comment section, and I don't think there's. Is this analysis board? See if that. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, like on chess.com, you get 5 free tactics a day, and when you finish your tactic, if you get it wrong, you can check the analysis, and it gives you the alternate move. So it would probably explain why queen takes knight isn't as good. But the problem is I've used up my 5 tactics today, so I can't. Yeah, I can't go on chess.com. But yeah, I hope that was useful. So basically, when you come across a tactic, firstly, have a quick count up of the material, see who's better. Then you should have a look at how active your pieces are, and also which points in your opponent's position are vulnerable. So, for instance, this rook is only guarded by the king. So if wait, I don't know why it won't let me move. So like in that case, I can't even remember the answer now. Oh yeah, rook takes. Well, you got to notice that the king is guarding two pieces, and if you can remove the defender once, then you can win the other piece. I don't know, but yeah. So basically, there are in all tactics, tactics are basically made up of um, forks, pins, and skewers. So a fork is when you attack two pieces at once. It doesn't always have to be a check. A pin is where you, um, let's say this king was here. Um, that knight would be pinned to the king. So basically that knight cannot move. And basically, so forks, pins, and skewers. Skewers when it's the other way round. So the king is where the knight is, and the knight is there. And once the king moves, you can win the knight. So those three things are the basics of tactics, and you've kind of got to be looking out for those ideas when you're trying to find the winning line. So yeah, I hope that was useful. More useful than watching me just get wrecked a bullet every time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.